Is something an emergency if it lasts for many months? That's the central question in a battle between the legislative and executive branches in Utah. During COVID-19, the governor declared an emergency, and when the legislature ultimately decided not to renew and extend it, the governor simply declared a new one, effectively copying and pasting the previous one. Part of the reason was the governor was concerned about losing hundreds of millions of dollars of federal emergency relief. Emergency orders in Utah turn the executive branch into a dictatorship of sorts, where the governor can create new laws and suspend existing ones. That's a circumstance that might be justified during exigent and brief circumstances, but certainly not during a prolonged problem like a pandemic. When the political pressure went up, the governor switched things up and had the health department issue the mandates through the public health laws, accomplishing the same goal while protecting his office from accountability. These public health laws are written with extremely broad legal language, allowing unelected bureaucrats to assume near dictatorial powers to restrict the free movement of innocent people. To justify their power, one public health official recently cited the need to quarantine sick people, such as during an outbreak of tuberculosis. When a legislator pressed for information as to how often they have used this power for tuberculosis, the response was simple: never. And so, broad legal powers are being exercised and justified based on theoretical examples that haven't actually happened. The executive branch continues to exert authority contrary to legislative intent, and all in the name of keeping people safe. But is there enough accountability when health officials are a power unto themselves? We think the law needs to change in 3 ways. First, public health officials should not be able to issue their own orders. They can give advice to others based on their knowledge, but they should not be able to issue orders that restrict people. Second, there should be 2 types of emergency declarations: a limited one that satisfies federal guidelines, unlocking federal dollars without empowering the executive branch to make and suspend laws, and a second one during truly exigent circumstances that provide the governor this increase in power. Simply wanting money from the feds is not a good reason to also amplify the authority of the executive branch. Finally, the law should prohibit the declaration of new emergency orders that are substantially similar to a previous one that the legislature elected not to extend. While no one appears to have been acting with malicious intent regarding all these new powers, it's critical that these and other changes be made to ensure a proper separation of powers. For Libertas Institute, I'm Michelle Aiden.